Hey, everybody. It's Becky. My heart is so full and overflowing with this whole Doodle Clubhouse for Kid thing. Um, it is one of those, I knew it was cool. I knew it was fun. I knew doodles were amazing. But today was the first day of the fall doodle camp for kids. The Doodle Clubhouse is kicked off with this fall camp. And the cuteness and the adorableness that is overflowing inside my Facebook Messenger, my email, and inside the private group for the Doodle Kids is overwhelming. And hey, Miss Tricia. Okay, so I wanted to go through and I wanted to show you guys some of the things that are happening inside already. And this just started today. The way that Doodle Camp, well, I'll talk about the Doodle Camp in a minute, but you have to see this adorableness that's happening. Okay, so first of all, this is the kind of thing that's hitting my inbox in either email or in my Facebook Messenger. On the left, backwards, on the left, you have a group of kids that are not, their mom's not on Facebook. The kids aren't on Facebook. And she's like, we're totally doing the Doodle Camp and the kids are so excited for the Doodle Clubhouse, but we're not on Facebook. And but she wanted to send me this picture. And what this picture is of this group of kids is the very first lesson that I have inside the Doodle Camp is for the kids to understand what to do when they make a mistake, because they're all going to make mistakes. And so I walk them through how to create doodle mistake creatures when their hand doesn't cooperate. This other picture on the right are my three, they're like my surrogate daughters. I love these girls so much. So we've got Lydia, Lydia, Becca, and Miss Abby. And these girls they bless me so much, so much, so much. I'm so blessed by the connections that we've made, not just inside the Doodle Camp, but just here inside this group and in the treasure chest for homeschool moms. It's amazing the connections that you make in these tight knit groups like this. So, hey, whoever that Facebook user is, you have to click on the StreamYard thing so I can see who your name is. So anyway, the girls there on the right are showing the Doodle notebooks. Mine's displayed. So inside the Doodle Camp, you can create your own organized notebook if you're an organized person, or you can just jump in with a blank piece of paper and start following along and then get organized later. The cuteness is killing me. Look at this. There are my girls again. And what they did was inside one of the printables that you're able to do is to create this 3-dimensional playhouse. And look at that. I mean, come on. I don't have little girls. I just have 5 boys. And someday I pray the Lord blesses me with granddaughters and they will be just like that. I'm so excited. So there they are playing with the little Doodle playhouse. And then here we go. Oh my gosh, look at the face. The comments in the email are things like this. And in the group, yes, we're all loving the Doodle Clubhouse so far. And this is just day 1. It's so cool. So, oops, I put her picture in there twice. Here's an unexpected blessing. Okay, my sister, Jessie, has always been an artist. And she's extremely talented. She doodles, she sings, and she's one of those people that we're either on, you don't outgrow this. We're either the best of friends or we're not so great friends. And so on a whim, I invited her to join the Doodle Club with me because I thought this would be a really great way to connect with my sister. And so she shared some of she called them doodles. Here are some of my doodles. I've never shared my drawings because I didn't think they were perfect. So here were a couple. So she's an insecure artist, which is very common when you're dabbling in art. What a blessing. So inside, we've got kids that I know as young as 4, all the way up to my sister and I, who I think are the oldest ones in the group so far, but we're over 50. We're like these gray-haired old ladies. Okay. And then I have to share a different page. This cuteness killed me. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little video, and excuse me, still working on that bronchitis thing. This video killed me. I pulled it up and I said, boys, you got to hear this. And within 2 seconds, they weren't looking at me. Within 2 seconds, they're like, oh, cuteness alert. I hear a little girl. And then they circled around me. So let me have to remove that page. And then I have to grab this page and then share it so that you can actually see. So you want to have your volume up so that you can hear. And what you're going to see is, remember the lesson was to make your doodle creatures. So my gal Melody here not only doodled mistakes and created her own creatures, but she brought them to life for us. So are you ready? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the cuteness is completely overwhelming when you have kids that are mastering something instantly, whether it's what to do with a mistake or mastering the little doodle that they're learning. It's so powerful. Sorry, I'm trying to grab my screen again so that you can see. Making sure we're looking at the same thing, but isn't she adorable? And that's kind of what happens when you can tell your hand what to do and your hand cooperates. And for kids, this is so powerful. Doodling is visual learning. You know, if you think about what you did yesterday, so just pause for a second and think about either your favorite thing that happened today or your favorite thing that happened yesterday. So when you think about that, in your imagination, what do you see? Do you see the words that say tomato fight in the basement? Or do you actually see the pictures of those things replaying in your mind? We see them in pictures, right? So when we empower our kids with the ability to draw things that are recognizable to them, and that they get that skill and they get to practice with their fingers, we're empowering them to be visual thinkers and visual learners. And it's so incredibly powerful. I had no idea that I was going to become a doodle maniac. I love to doodle, and I know that you're seeing that all over. But watching kids fall in love with doodling and mastering what they can do with their fingers and getting command over telling their hand what to do is so, so incredible. So I wanted to let you know that the fall, why we're doing fall doodle camp. My vision for the Doodle Clubhouse for Kids is to release a weekly new theme for kids almost all year round. That's my goal. But we're kicking it off with fall camp, where it's a concentrated focus where everybody is doing the same thing at the same time. And then we're sharing those creations inside our private Facebook group. Excuse me, bronchitis. So there's still time to get in the fall camp. And you can jump into the Doodle Clubhouse for Kids at any time. And you're not behind, you just start where you are, right? But it's so incredibly fun. And I am so thrilled with what the kids are doing. This is the theme that I released today. This is our first theme, and it is the space theme. And so when you're inside the Doodle Clubhouse, you get this kit plus all the how-to videos. And each video, my first take when I recorded everything was I recorded all of the videos simultaneously, not simultaneously, but in a row. And it was like a 28-minute long video that walked you from Spaceship One all the way through the fun alien doodles. And then my computer didn't cooperate, and I had to go on an errand. And while I was driving around, Emily, you will think this is fun, I heard Emily's girls always say, wow, wow, Miss Bekki likes to talk. And I thought, the kids don't want to watch a 28-minute video with all of the little doodles. They're going to want individual videos for each little thing that walks them from beginning to end, that they can master it and then rewind and watch it again without any issues of finding their favorite doodle. So I went back home thanking the Lord that technology had given me a hard time. And then I re-recorded them so that they're individual videos. So that way, if the kids like one spaceship over another, they don't have to watch the whole thing. Each of the little videos are only they're like a minute to a minute and 45 seconds or something. They're super short, super sweet. There's at least one in this space thing that's surprisingly funny. And I'll let you just find it. The kids just really like it because it has a funny little voice happening in the background. So that's kind of it. I wanted to invite you to come join the Doodle Clubhouse because it's fantastic. It's fantastic because not only are you and your kids doing something together that's out of the ordinary. Sorry. But you don't tell them. Okay, so kids, close your ears so you don't pay attention to this part. Okay, you can go away and go do something else. You don't tell them that doodling is incredible for building fine motor skills. Doodling is incredible for building the muscle memory for letter formation and number formation. Doodling is fantastic for being able to process what we're learning. You don't tell them the educational part of the doodling. You just enjoy drawing and doodling together and then see what unlocks as you are working together. In my own house, I've been able to sit and doodle with the guy that I call my gentle giant. His name's Sam. He's 17. He's always had less than great fine motor skills because he's so tall and big, and his body he's 6'2", and he grew so fast and his fingers are so long. He just never really developed great fine motor skills. So we've been doodling together as an opportunity to spend time together for a couple minutes a day and also just help his fine motor skills grow. I'm not telling him that part. It's just, hey, come hang out with me. Let me show you a new doodle. And it's been so cool to do something so simple, so fun, and yet so easy to master together that I really think that you would find great benefit in it. So here's what it means when you join the Doodle Club. Right now, it's a one-time cost. It looks like the kind of thing that 6 months from now, when there's, or maybe even sooner, it might turn into a bigger priced thing. It might turn into a monthly thing. But right now it's only $6. And for that $6, you'll get everything that I do inside the Doodle Clubhouse for kids. You're just grandfathered in. So everything that's coming, you will get all of that too. So all the new doodles, all the new coloring pages. I already have plans for October to do some fun like fall things, like legit fall things, like pumpkins and that kind of stuff. I already have my hands on holiday things. I already have enough doodles to keep us in business, drawing and doodling weekly for at least a year. And I'm super excited about it. So if you don't love it, just shoot me an email and I'll give you your money back. You have 30 days to try it, which means you'll get the first 4 weeks of the Doodle Camp for $6. It's incredible. And then if it doesn't work for you, then let me know and I'll give you your money back. And then the last thing is if you're in the treasure chest for homeschool mom, treasure chest for homeschool moms, but there's an S on the end because there's more than one of us. You get into the Doodle Clubhouse through the back door. So you just let me know, hey, I'm in the treasure chest. And then I add you in manually to the Doodle Clubhouse. So I think that's it. The cuteness and adorableness is overflowing in my inbox. And it has brought me so much joy. And that is complete selfishness on my part. To be able to see smiles like this and to have them be so sweet and so sincere, and to have even just a little part in not only adding joy, but equipping kids to be to have instant mastery, to have the ability to grow their visual thinking skills, is just an unbelievable blessing to me. So for all of you that are already inside the Doodle Clubhouse, I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to see what you and your kids come up with and share inside the Facebook group. And I think that's it. So my cup runneth over. I had to share that with you guys. If you have questions, comments, concerns, no complaints. We don't complain in this group. But if you have comments or questions, drop them in the comments below, and I will see you soon. Happy doodling. Bye.